Geraldine, number 22, Alan Village. For Hinsdale, number 35, Lundstrom. For Geraldine, number 24, Chris Dyken. For Hinsdale, number 31, Brien Gault. For Geraldine, number 34, Jim Smart. For Hinsdale, number 23, Macy. Your starters this evening, for Geraldine, a 5'11" junior, number 44, Brandon Clark. For Hinsdale, a 5'11" senior, number 15, Mark Arnold. For Geraldine, a 5'10" senior, number 12, Mike Arnold. For Hinsdale, a 6' junior, number 33, Albus. For Geraldine, a 5'11" senior, number 20, Dale Apple. For Hinsdale, a 6'3" junior, number 43, Dustin White. For Geraldine, a 5'10" senior, number 14, Aaron Atkinson. For Hinsdale, a 6'1" junior, number 11, Bill Dreikosen. For Geraldine, a 6'9" senior, number 42, Aaron Nicholas. For Hinsdale, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Wayne Synan. Assistant coaches for Geraldine, Rod Queen. For Hinsdale, Jim Peterson and Ralph Ellsworth. Your head coaches for this evening, for Geraldine, Mr. Gerald Holland. And for Hinsdale, Mr. Brad Henderson.
The teams all wish each other well as they get set for the start of the contest. 8:35 in Billings, and we'll be here for all four quarters on KLTZ Glasgow, KCGM in Scobie. Glad to have you all along. The opening tip up, and the opening tip is controlled by the Geraldine Tigers, and Aaron Atkinson is going to take it right up past the timeline, working up on the left outside. He works over in the left corner, goes down low, angle it, back out on top. Atkinson over in the right corner, goes to Apple. Apple drives on Arnold, bounces a bounce pass out on top to Clark. Clark goes Atkinson, left side post, jumper's way no good, and rebound Albus of Hinsdale. So the Raiders with the basketball on the rebound. No score on the Brien Satellite Sales scoreboard here on KLTZ Glasgow. Free throw line jumper, Wayne Synan. It's away, no good. Rebound comes down. Darren Engelland of Geraldine. Both these teams' first attempts up and no good. We're all knotted up 0-0 on the Brien Satellite Sales scoreboard. Just underway, championship game. Engelland down low, goes over Synan. The jumper is good. A soft touch from the big man on the right baseline. He makes it Geraldine 2, Hinsdale nothing. The Raiders come up the floor now, trailing by just that two. Top of the key, Bill Dreikosen. Looks down on the right side. He goes Jared Albus on the right wing. Inside the paint, Wayne Synan back out Albus. Bounces out on top, Dreikosen. Left side, Mark Arnold. Arnold works it out on top, Dreikosen. Dreikosen goes down inside. The jumper, turn around from White, no good. And Engelland with the rebound for Geraldine. He clears right side, Atkinson up into the right wing, takes it to the hoop. Dreikosen rejects the layup from Atkinson. And it's picked up by Hinsdale. So the Raiders will bring it up the floor, trailing by that two-point margin, 2-0. Just underway here, moments. Into the key, Synan to the hoop. The shot's no good. The rebound is Engelland of Geraldine. Atkinson working it up past the timeline for the Geraldine Tigers. He goes down left corner, Apple down low. Engelland draws the crowd, and coming from behind, Mark Arnold slaps away for a second. Then Englert feeds right low post to a wide open Brent Clark, and the 5'11" junior makes it 4-0. Geraldine on the Brien Keys Satellite Sales scoreboard. Jared Albus, double dribble. He loses control of it out on top. Grabs it with both hands, sends it to the floor, gets caught for the double dribble. It'll be a Hinsdale turnover. Geraldine ball. 5:54 left here in the first quarter of play. Geraldine out on top 4-0. They look down Englert. Englert turns and shoots over Synan. The turnaround jumper from the left low post is good. It's 6-0. Geraldine out on top of Hinsdale. Mark Arnold out past the timeline. Over on the right side, Jared Albus. Over on the left wing, Bill Dreikosen. Inside the paint, Dustin White gets the jumper, and he gets it to roll. The 10-footer's in, and Hinsdale's on the scoreboard. They trail by 4. 6-2 on the Brien Keys Satellite Sales scoreboard. Dale Apple will bring it up past the timeline now for the passes over to Atchison. Atchison to the top of the key for the Geraldine Tigers. He goes right high post. The jumper's away. It's short. Dreikosen with the rebound. Dreikosen will bring the Raiders up with a chance to climb to within 2. It's 6-2 on the Brien Keys Satellite Sales scoreboard. Left side of the key. Synan turns inside the paint. His hook shot's no good. Rebound comes down Clark of Geraldine, and Clark clears it right side Atchison, and Atchison will bring it up past the timeline for the Geraldine Tigers. Geraldine on the left outside. Atchison works left wing against Dreikosen. Takes the shot. Goes down low. Englert. Englert's turnaround jumper's no good. Dustin White with the rebound. Bounces to Wayne Synan. Synan clears to Dreikosen, and Dreikosen will bring it up past the timeline for the Raiders, who trail right now 6-2. Dreikosen top of the key inside. Dustin White kicks it out. Jared Albus. 18-footer away. Albus for 2 from the right wing. It's 6-4. Geraldine by 2. 6-4 on the Brien Keys Satellite Sales scoreboard. Englert goes back to Atchison as they break the Hinsdale press. Atchison to the top of the key with the dribble. Works at right wing. Goes right corner now. Aaron Atchison back out on top. Goes to Clark. Clark over on the left side. Atchison down low. Takes it. Goes inside the paint with the dribble. Pulls up with a 12-foot jumper and hits it from the paint. Just inside the free throw line. Aaron Atchison. He makes it 8-4. Geraldine by 4. Hinsdale with the basketball. Big crowd here for the Class C state championship game. Inside the paint, free throw line jumper, just inside the paint. It's no good from Synan. It'll be rebound Geraldine, and Englert clears it to Atchison, who brings it up past the timeline. Atchison to the left outside, goes to Arndt. Arndt's down the left wing against Albus. Goes down low, Englert, triple team, out on top Atchison. Atchison over on the right wing, Apple. Apple dribbles twice, goes right baseline, comes back out. Atchison on the right outside. Atchison to the top of the key, works it left side now. Arndt drives on Albus, pulls up 12-footer on the left wing, no good. Rebound, Mark Arnold. And Darren Englert hits the ground as the Hinsdale Raiders bring it up the floor. Hinsdale takes it to the top of the key. Dreikosen right side. Jared Albus feels good. Sees a three-pointer. Misses. Rebound. Englert of Geraldine. It's Geraldine still 8. And Hinsdale 4 with 2:59 left here in the first. Atchison down into the right corner. Apple. He lobs down. Englert drives the triple team. Englert shots away. Bangs it off the glass and it rolls in. Englert for 2. 10-4. Geraldine by 6 on the Brien Keys Satellite Sales scoreboard. Up on the left outside, Mark Arnold to the top of the key. He hits Albus. Dreikosen now, back over on the left side. Mark Arnold jumpers away from three-point distance. Mark Arnold. Something Coach Gerald Holland talked about in the pregame show, or in my pregame comments with him, that he didn't want Arnold to get on track. He can hurt you from three-point distance. He's proved it this weekend. Atchison to the top of the key. Spins against Arnold. Goes right low post. Englert underneath. Goes to the hoop with a reverse layup. Englert for 2. It's 12-7. Geraldine by 5 with just over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter of this ball game. Bill Dreikosen bringing it up past the timeline. He works it down top of the key. Goes right side. Albus back out on top over on the left wing. It's Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold down low. He hits Synan. Synan goes up against Englert, and Englert draws the whistle. He looks at the official and smiles. But Englert draws the personal foul. It'll be number 1 on Englert with 1:56 left here in the first quarter. That's the first foul of the ball game.
Number 13, Wayne Synan.
Wayne Synan at the free throw line. Wayne Synan working at the free throw line for the first time tonight. It's 12-7. Hinsdale looking for some help from there. He gets the front one to roll in. So Synan makes it 12-8. Geraldine by 4. Wayne Synan's second one is up. Big good. He makes it 12-9. Geraldine by 3. Atchison in backcourt, working against some pressure. Dreikosen working on him. Atchison goes behind the back, brings it up the left side past the timeline. Works left outside, now goes between the legs. Comes up on the left wing. He goes left corner. Apple drives on Arnold, pulls up to a jumper. Left baseline won't go. Rebound Clark inside. Rejected by Synan. The loose ball picked up. Atchison goes back out on top. Apple goes to Atchison right outside. Atchison being picked up there by Dreikosen. Goes over on the right corner. Apple gets Arnold off the ground. Goes up for a short jumper that's no good. Fight for the rebound, draws a whistle, and it's going to be on. They'll bring it up past the timeline. Trailing by 3 on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. 12-9. Mark Arnold in charge of it out at the Metro side. Center court comes inside of that. Goes over to Dreikosen right wing. Top of the key now. Arnold over on the right outside. Dreikosen left wing. Jared Albus. Now Hinsdale making those 4 or 5 passes. Coach Henderson said before the game he wouldn't mind seeing 12 passes before they take their shot. Waste some time. Geraldine can't score if they don't have the ball. Too many passes that time as they try to go inside to White. It goes through his fingertips. Picked up by Englert. He clears to Atchison. And Atchison, as we fall under a minute left here in the first quarter, goes top of the key. The jumper's away. Good. Atchison for 2. It's 14-9. Geraldine out on top of Hinsdale. Mark Arnold will bring it up past the timeline. Now for the Raiders. Goes left side as Atchison makes a play for it. Dreikosen goes back out Arnold. Hinsdale's going to play for the final shot here in the quarter with 29 seconds left. Jared Albus and Mark Arnold will play catch with it out on the outside. Now to Synan. 22. They'll run it down to about 10 and go into their offensive set as Atchison comes out to chase. Now Arnold out near the timeline. Goes over on the right side, Jared Albus. Jared Albus back out Arnold. Arnold goes left wing, Dreikosen. Dreikosen, he looks down low, finds Arnold in the left corner. Arnold against Clark. Drives, pulls up, 18-footer from the left wing. Rolls in and out. Rebound, Englert. Englert clears Atchison. Atchison, as the buzzer sounds, misses the shot wide to the right. It goes out of bounds. It'll be at the end of 1 quarter of play on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. Hinsdale trails Geraldine 14-9. We'll be back with more in a minute. Away. Hinsdale in the left corner, out on the left low post. Synan, hook shot over Englert. Synan for 2. It's 14-11. Geraldine leads by 3. Apple in backcourt working with Atchison and Englert. Bring it up past the timeline to break the Hinsdale press. Atchison up past the timeline, works top of the key now, goes over on the left side. Into the ball game for Geraldine is Chris Dyken. It goes down low, Englert almost knocked away by White. Now he finds a wide open Apple on the right low post, and Apple goes to the hoop for 2. Right now, Hinsdale being hurt a little bit on giving too much help on Englert and leaving people open for the easy shots down low. It's 16-11. Geraldine by 5 on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. Right side, Jared Albus goes down into the right wing. He bounces back on top, Mark Arnold. Over on the left side, Dreikosen. Down low, Synan. He goes baseline, comes back out as he sees Englert's big hands up in the air. Goes around the horn, down Dreikosen on the left wing. Top of the key, White. Right side, Albus down low. And the jump hook from Synan's up, no good. Rebound, Englert. He clears Atchison. Atchison working a 2-on-1. Comes up, goes to the hoop with a right-hand layup, no good. Albus with the rebound. Albus will put it to the floor and bounce it out to Dreikosen with 6:46 left here in the half. 16-11, Geraldine by 5 as Mark Arnold takes it up into the right outside. Over on the left side, Jared Albus, top of the key, Dreikosen. Over on the right side now, goes down low. Synan against Englert, spins, goes to the hoop. It's Synan for 2 as he leaves Englert standing flat-footed in the paint. Synan hits for 2 at 16-13. Geraldine by 3, 6:23 here in the half. Atchison to the top of the key now for the Geraldine Tigers. Goes over on the right side and walks with the basketball and gives it back to Hinsdale. So Hinsdale with a chance to close to at least within 1 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 1 minute. Here in the second half, or second quarter, first half of play. Wayne Synan goes underneath against Englert. Reverse layup, won't go. Synan gets the rebound, goes back up, draws the whistle on Englert and gets 2. Synan for two, and draws the whistle on Darren England. England will pick up his second personal foul here.
That is also the third
6:02 left here in the half. 16-15, Geraldine by 1. Got caught up in the moment. But Synan makes the three-point play, and it's 16-16. Geraldine Hinsdale on the Rhyme-T Satellite Sales scoreboard. 5:58 left here in the half. Atchison to the left outside. Gets some coaching from the bench. Working against Dreikosen. He drives. Left side post. Kicks it back out now. Orange starts, goes cross-court Apple. So Geraldine's going to slow it down a little bit here as they play catch with it on the outside. They want to clean up that middle and give England a chance to get the ball. As he turns and shoots from the left side of the key, the shot won't go. Whistle's going to be on Dustin White. Dustin White of Hinsdale picks up the personal foul. It'll be number 1 on White. And first team foul, I believe, on Hinsdale here in this half. Sending to the free throw line, Darren England. England will be shooting 1-on-1. Or 2, check that.
And that is also the first trip to the line this evening for England.
So England hits on his first trip, or misses on his first trip, I guess. And it is 16-16 still on the Rhyme-T Satellite Sales scoreboard. 5:37 left here in the half. And the second one's good, so Geraldine with a 1-point lead as Dreikosen works him backcourt with Synan. Atchison giving some chase to the ball. Synan and Dreikosen up past the timeline. 3 passes. They get over in the left corner. Mark Arnold. He works out straight away outside Synan. Albus down in the left wing. Dreikosen top of the key. Mark Arnold. He goes over on the right side. Back to Synan over to Dreikosen. Back to Albus, top of the key. Over on the right side, Arnold. Down low, trying to get it wide. It's broken up by Orange. Picked up by Atchison. Atchison working a 2-on-4. He wisely pulls it out and works it on the right outside now. Working against Dreikosen. Drives right wing. Goes up for the layup. Won't go. Rebound kept alive. England tracks it down near the timeline, near the free throw line. And he'll get it right high post back now. Turn, shoots. The shot rolls out. No good. Rebound. Dustin White. He bounces. Mark Arnold. And Arnold will bring it up the floor. As the Raiders dodge the bullet there and will try to recapture the lead. It's 17-16 on the Rhyme-T Satellite Sales scoreboard. Bill Dreikosen. Over on the left side, Jared Albus, top of the key, Dreikosen. Over on the right side, Mark Arnold. He goes to Synan from the right side of the key for 2, and it's Hinsdale 18, Geraldine 17 as they trade the basket. Apple in backcourt shows England center as they break the press with 3 passes, and Atchison brings it past the timeline. But no, we got a whistle, and it's going to be 5 or 10 seconds, I guess, in backcourt. They spend too much time in backcourt. It is 18-17. Hinsdale gets Geraldine sleeping and comes up with the basketball and a chance to recapture the lead or take the lead by 3 at least. Dreikosen out right side, Jared Albus. He dribbles it, bounces it out, Dustin White. Goes over right side, Dreikosen, right wing three-pointer, Dreikosen, good for 3. And it's 21-17, Hinsdale by 4. And a turnover, a backward shot from Albus, no good, and England gets the rebound. So Hinsdale with a chance to really get the lead. They missed that shot, and it's 21-17, Hinsdale by 4. Atchison, top of the key, Atchison over on the left side, Orange down low, England draws a triple team, bounces inside the paint, Clark shots up and in. So Clark having a big night as he hits a 10-footer. Makes it 21-19, Hinsdale by 2. Raiders with the basketball, Dreikosen on the left outside. Goes top of the key, Arnold. Over on the right side, Jared Albus. White, Dreikosen, back to Albus, top of the key. Bounces Arnold, right wing, down low, Synan turns, shoots over England. The jumper won't go. Rebound, Arndt looks for help, finds Atchison, and Atchison will bring it up past the timeline. With 3:11 left here in the first half. Atchison working left outside for the Geraldine Tigers. Apple with a jumper from 18 feet in the left corner. Apple for 2. Dale Apple. 21-21, 2:58 left here in the half. Bill Dreikosen, he works it on the right wing. Dreikosen goes down inside, now right corner. Mark Arnold over on the right outside. It goes to Wayne Synan. Top of the key. He hits Albus. Albus on the left side, Mark Arnold. Cross court, goes Dreikosen. Down low, Synan. Coming across the back of the baseline. Orange almost slaps it away. Now it's back out Dreikosen. He works it on the right wing. Gets it down Synan. Synan turns and shoots over England. The shot won't go. Rebound, Darren England. 21-21 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. 2:23 left here in the half. Class B state championship game. KLTZ Glasgow, KCGM Scobie. Dale Apple on the right side for Geraldine. Right baseline angle. It goes Clark. Clark inside the paint. Shoots it in the triple team. Can't get the shot. Now, the rebound by England is slapped away by Hinsdale. Dreikosen breaking away. Goes to the hoop for the layup. Dreikosen for two. Hinsdale 23. Geraldine 21. With a minute 58 left in the half. Dale Apple of Geraldine up the left side. He goes Atchison. Atchison now. Top of the key for Geraldine. Over on the right side. He goes Arndt. To England. England with a soft turnaround jumper on Wayne Synan from the right baseline. For two, it's 23-23. A minute 39 left in the half. Still Dreikosen past the timeline for Hinsdale. Goes out on top, Mark Arnold. Arnold over to Dreikosen. Dreikosen back out on top. Dustin White. Over on the left side, Jared Albus. Back to Dreikosen in the right wing. Goes down low. Synan. Cross court, Albus. 15-footer away. Won't go. Rebound. Arndt of Geraldine. So Arndt pulls down the rebound, clears it to Atchison, and Geraldine brings it up the floor. With it all tied up on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard, 23-23. Apple drives right baseline. Arnold cuts him up. He goes England, right side of the key. The shot rolls in and out. Rebound comes out. Wayne Synan, after it's capped around by Geraldine and Hinsdale. Synan hauls it in. And it looks like the Hinsdale Raiders will play for the final shot here in the half. 23-23 now. Bill Dreikosen on the left outside. He'll look down low. Then goes out on top, Wayne Synan. 47 seconds left in the half. Jared Albus straight away outside. He bounces over left side. Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold working on the left outside with 38 seconds left. Raiders will play for the final shot here in the half. They want to go in at halftime with the lead. 23-23 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Arnold and Hinsdale with the basketball. 23 seconds left here in the half. Out on top goes Dustin White. Dustin White bounces over on the left side. Still Dreikosen. Dreikosen back out on top. Dustin White right outside to Mark Arnold. 15 seconds left here in the half. 23-23. Mark Arnold right side. Bill Dreikosen. Dreikosen goes into the right corner. Mark Arnold out on top. Dustin White back to Dreikosen. 5 seconds. Dreikosen's 18-footers away. It rattles in and out. England with the rebound. As time runs out, we're going in at halftime. All tied up. 23-23 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. And this basketball game, nothing short of what we thought it would be. 23-23 at half. We'll take a look at it in just 1 minute. Third quarter of play. Over at top of the key, Atchison takes it in the paint. Right high post jumpers off, no good. Rebound, England back up and in. And England for two. He makes it 25-23. Geraldine on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. As Bill Dreikosen brings it up past the timeline for the Hinsdale Raiders. Goes over left side, Jared Albus. Albus back on top, Dustin White over on the right outside. It hits Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold on the right wing. Back out on top, Jared Albus. Bounces left side, Dreikosen. Dreikosen. Over on the right now, White to Arnold. Down low, Synan. Back to Arnold. Or back to White. White turns, shoots. Off the glass for two from the left low post. Dustin White makes it 25-25 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. 7:13 left here in the third quarter. Aaron Atchison up past the timeline for Geraldine. He works it over in the left corner. That's Arndt down to Englet. Englet back to Arndt. Arndt with an 18-footer that rattles in and out. Rebound kept alive. And Hinsdale finally hauls it down, and Englet slaps it away from Albus. He goes right side. Clark first. Right low post. Turns, spins, puts the shot up. No good. Rebound, draws the whistle. Are we going to whistle on the shot? I should say. Whistle is going to be on Mark Arnold of Hinsdale. Arnold picks up his first, and a first team foul here in the second half on the Hinsdale Raiders, and that'll send Brent Clark to the free throw line. Clark will be shooting 2.
And that is also the first trip to the line this evening for Clark, Kurt.
So Clark's first trip to the line comes up empty. Stays 25-25 on the Ryan P. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Free throw line, Brent Clark working for Geraldine. Hits the second one to make it 26-25. Geraldine with a 1-point lead. Bill Dreikosen working it up past the timeline. Goes across the timeline over the right side. Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold working right outside. Works down the right corner. Dreikosen with a chest pass. Backing on top. Dustin White. White snaps one out to Albus. Albus drives as Atchison overplays. Comes over left side. Dreikosen. Dreikosen back down left corner. Albus back out on top. Wayne Synan. 2-3 zone. Straight 2-3 zone from the Geraldine Tigers. Bill Dreikosen on the left side. He looks over in the left corner. Mark Arnold, three-pointer, misses. Rebound, Engelland, and Engelland pulls it down for the Geraldine Tigers. Hinsdale sets up defensively now as they go to their man-on-man. Dreikosen picks up Atchison. Atchison works right wing, pulls up, goes low. Engelland turns, shoots, right baseline jumper, no good. And Arnold rips down the rebound over Clark, and he brings it up the right side of the floor. Mark Arnold will slow it down. 26-25 on the Ryan P. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Geraldine by 1. Jared Albus on the right wing, goes right corner. Mark Arnold out on top. Dustin White right outside. He's working against Apple. Trying to come out on top. Dreikosen almost taken away by Atchison. Left side now. Mark Arnold, three-pointer, left wing. Good. Mark Arnold. He makes it 27-28-26. Hinsdale by 2 on the Ryan P. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Atchison past the timeline, takes it up into the right wing, pulls up, 18-footer. Atchison still good. Rebound. Albus has it. Dreikosen recovers. Now Synan on a breakaway, goes to the hoop for the layup. He outruns Engelland to the hoop and makes it 30-26. Hinsdale by 4. That'll be basketball now. Atchison bringing it up past the timeline. Atchison working against Dreikosen. Dreikosen comes out on Atchison. Over right side, Albus. Left corner, Engelland. Engelland goes in against Synan, puts up the shot that's good from the left side of the key. Engelland for 2, makes it 30-28. Hinsdale on the Ryan P. Satellite Sales scoreboard by 2. Mark Arnold up past the timeline for the Raiders. He works it down into the left wing. Goes top of the key, Dreikosen. Right outside, Jared Albus. Back to White. Left side, Mark Arnold down low, Synan. Synan double team, shoots over Engelland, and good for 2. As Synan drops home a 10-foot jumper from the left wing. Makes it 32-28. Hinsdale by 4. The Raiders knock the inbound pass out of bounds. It'll be Apple from the baseline. Bounces it in. Arns double team. Now back to Apple. Over to Atchison. And Atchison up past the timeline in a hurry. He works it down into the paint. Pulls up. 10-foot jumper from the right high post. Good from Atchison. Makes it 32-30. Hinsdale by 2. Mark Arnold up past the timeline. He takes it up to the left outside. Goes down to Dreikosen. Dreikosen looking down low. Defense there by Clark. Picked up. Arnold out on top. Synan. Synan goes inside Arnold. Arnold with a head and shoulder fake. Doesn't get Engelland off the ground. He goes down right low post. White trying to go Synan free throw line. It's broken up by Clark and Atchison. Chased down by Clark. It'll be Geraldine ball and a chance to tie it. With 3:56 left here in the third, it's 32-30 on the Ryan P. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Apple from the right wing. Three-pointer. Apple from the right wing makes it 33-32. Geraldine by 1. 3:41 left here in the third. We got a whistle in backcourt. Aaron Atchison picks up the personal foul. Atchison picks up his first personal, the first team foul on Geraldine here in the second half. You see why these two teams have made it to the championship game. We've got 3:40 left to play here in the third, and each team's got one team foul. Macy Klind into the ball game for the first time tonight for the Raiders. Dreikosen comes around left outside, down left corner. He goes Macy Klind out to Synan. Synan cross court to Albus. Albus working it to the top of the key. Albus inside Synan. Free throw line. Drives to the hoop. Goes up for 2. Won't go. Rebound kept alive. Synan had it for a moment. Then Engelland rips it down out of the air. Engelland looking down. But Dreikosen comes across, gets a hand on it. Atchison picks up the loose ball. Atchison to the hoop. Down the paint. Draws the whistle. It's going to be on Macy Klind. Check that. That's Wayne Synan. Wayne Synan. Hinsdale Raiders picking up his second, I believe.
That is Wayne's first this evening, Kurt.
Wayne Synan with his first personal foul. Down on the baseline, Dale Apple will bring it in for the Geraldine Tigers. We had an official going back over, making sure they knew who the foul was on, I guess. But Synan picked it up, his first. Baseline Apple gets it out. Atchison, three-pointer away from the left wing. He's long. Rebound hustled after by Apple in the right corner. He goes inside Englert. Englert double-teamed, and Arnold coming across to lend a hand for Synan. Draws the whistle. That'll be number 2 on Mark Arnold. Only the second team foul on the Hinsdale Raiders here in the second half. So it'll be Apple again for Geraldine, setting the play in motion from the baseline. Lobs into Darren Engelin. Engelin, right low post, goes right baseline. Cut off there by Synan. Goes top of the key. Orange starts to Atchison. Atchison works against Dreikosen. Goes down into the right wing now. Albus picks him up. They lob down low. Engelin. Engelin turns, shoots. Missed off jumper from the right low post. Good for 2. 32-35. Geraldine by 3 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. Dreikosen past the timeline. Atchison takes it away from him. Breakaway layup. Aaron Atchison. Atchison makes it 37-32. Geraldine by 5. And Brad Henderson wants a timeout. With timeout on the floor. 2:30 left to play here in the third. We'll be back with more on KLTZ Glasgow. KCGM Scobie in just 1 minute. At 37-32 with 2:29 left in the third quarter. But the Raiders own the basketball. Synan double team down near the timeline. Goes back to Dreikosen. Atchison now active in the defense. Working out on top chasing. Jared Albus over on the left side. Bounces down left wing. Synan spins. Goes into the paint. Fakes once, fakes twice, and goes up. England rejects. Synan gets the ball back. Goes back up. Gets this one to roll off the front. No good. England with the rebound. England clears right side Atchison. Atchison up the floor, down into the paint. Atchison scoops up a layup from the right side of the key. Makes it 39-32. Geraldine by 7 with 1:54 left in the third. Dreikosen past the timeline. Double team. Goes Synan. Right high post. Left low post. Arnold to the hoop for 2. 1:45 left. 39-34. Geraldine by 5. Now Klind chasing Atchison in backcourt. They go to Englert. Englert on the dribble. Down the right side of the key. Pulls up right low post. Puts up a soft jumper. Won't go. Draws the whistle. No. 3 seconds. Geraldine. It'll be a Geraldine turnover. Hinsdale ball. Hinsdale will bring it up the floor with a chance to cut into this 5-point lead. They trail 39-34 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. Dreikosen, free throw line. Synan takes the dribble, goes in for the jumper, won't go. Arnold with the rebound. Arnold, double team, clears it out. Macy Klind. Klind out Dreikosen. Inside Synan, free throw line. Left low post. Arnold for another easy bucket to the hoop. 39-36. Synan on the assist. Arnold for 2 as they put on the pressure. Hinsdale. Arndt up past the timeline with a pass to Apple on the left wing. Back out Arndt. Arndt to Atchison, straight away outside. Works it right wing. Apple down low. Englert. Englert drops the triple team. Turns. They got a whistle. It's going to be a Mark Arnold of Hinsdale. Mark Arnold will pick up the personal foul. That'll be number 3 on Arnold, and that will send the basketball baseline for the Geraldine Tigers. Dustin White comes back into the lineup. He comes in for Mark Arnold. Hinsdale really needs Arnold in the lineup for three-point shooting ability, just to keep him in. He's an offensive weapon. Down low, Apple bounces in. Clark with the layup, no good, but Englert with the rebound and follow. Drops it back. 41-36. Geraldine by 5. 45 seconds left in the third. Dreikosen, free throw line, Synan. Right side, Macy Klind. Back free throw line, White into the paint, rejected by Englert. They're in the rejection, picked up by Atchison on a breakaway for the layup. Atchison for 2 more. 43-36. Geraldine leading Hinsdale. Away, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound was picked up off the floor by Clark. He bounces Atchison. 1 second, third quarter comes to an end with Geraldine exploding to a 43-36 lead here in the third quarter. 1 quarter of play left in this Class C state championship game. We'll be back with more in just 1 minute. Petra Park, Billings, Montana, as we enter the fourth. Hinsdale with the ball. They trail 43-36 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. Right corner, Mark Arnold goes inside. White out to Dreikosen. Dreikosen, left baseline jumper. I think it was altered by Englund. We got a whistle on the rebound. It's going to be on Englund. Englund picks up his third personal foul in the ball game. 43-36 Geraldine with the lead. That'll be the second team foul on Geraldine here in this half. Going to the baseline will be Albus. He gets it in. Dreikosen right low post. Dreikosen shot altered by Englund. Picked up. Clark. Englund, I don't know if he got a finger on it or not, but he did make Dreikosen shoot a little funny, and Dreikosen comes up empty. It's 43-36. Top of the key. Atchison left alone. Puts up an 18-foot jumper that's no good. And Dustin White rips down the rebound. White clears it to Albus. 7:24. Down on the right wing. Mark Arnold looks out on top. Wayne Synan. Left side, Bill Dreikosen. Dreikosen out on top, Mark Arnold. Right side, Jared Albus. Albus works down, bounce pass into the right corner, Mark Arnold. Arnold puts up a three-pointer from the right corner. He's short. The rebound, Dustin White turns, puts it back up and in. White with the rebound inside, gets the bucket from the post. Takes it 43-38 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. Atchison to Englund. Englund at the timeline. Brings it back now to Arndt. Arndt out top to Atchison, right outside. Inside Englund to the hoop. Englund for two. He makes it look so easy on the inside. 45-38. Geraldine leading Hinsdale as Albus gets it up past the timeline with a pass to Dreikosen. To Arnold. Out now Dreikosen. Free throw line Synan. He turns. Takes it to the hoop. Goes up for the layup on the left side. It rolls in good. 45-40. Geraldine still by 5. Hinsdale tries to catch up. Atchison breaks the timeline. He's going in for the breakaway layup. Takes it. Pass White for two. Atchison. 47-40 now. Geraldine by 7. Hinsdale staying with him, but they can't break that 5-point margin. White goes to the hoop on the right low post. Draws the whistle. It's going to be on Dustin White. White picks up his second personal foul on the charging call. That'll bring that basketball baseline for the Geraldine Tigers. Dreikosen working it back court. The pass into Englund. Back to right side. Apple up the right side. Past the timeline. Into the right outside. He sets it back out. Atchison near the timeline. Goes cross court. Arndt. Free throw line. Englund stolen by Dreikosen. Dreikosen pulls up just past the timeline. Dreikosen right outside. Goes down low. Synan inside the paint. Spins twice. Goes back out on top. Dreikosen. He dribbles to the top of the key. Goes over right side. Jared Albus. Back out Dreikosen. Left wing. Mark Arnold. Top of the key. Dreikosen down inside Synan. Turns. Shoots over Englund. Good for two from the 10-foot mark. 47-42. It's 5-point ball game again. Geraldine leading by 5. Now we got a steal it back court. Dreikosen takes it to the hoop. He gets the shot to go, but we won't see it fall. It'll be on Apple. Personal foul on Dale Apple. The shot won't count. The Dreikosen will be shooting one-on-one, I believe, or two. And we'll see what the official says. It's on Dale Apple. We got a timeout on the floor. 47-42 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. It's Geraldine by 5. We'll be back in just 1 minute. In their favor to get a couple because they could have cut the lead here. Jared Albus comes out of the lineup for the Raiders in Macy Klind. 4:56 left in the ball game. It's 47-42 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. Mark Arnold on the left outside. He goes top of the key. Dreikosen inside the paint. Turns, shoots Synan. Synan shot hard off the rim. Comes down to Englund. Englund looking for help. Gets it to Atchison, and Aaron Atchison will bring it up past the timeline. Goes up into the right wing. Pulls up 15-footer right wing. Won't go. Rebound. Synan. And Synan pulls it out of there. And he'll clear it left side, Dreikosen. Dreikosen up past the timeline. Goes down left wing, Dreikosen. We're going to see a whistle as Dreikosen drives on Atchison, and Atchison gets called for reaching in. Anderson picks up the personal. That'll be the fourth team foul here on Geraldine this half. Second personal foul on Atchison. It'll be Hinsdale basketball from side court. Macy Klind will trigger it in play. Klind gets it into Dreikosen, left outside. Dreikosen works it down top of the key with the dribble. Once Arnold down there in the offense. Arnold cuts across the key. Dreikosen comes top of the key, White. Over right side, Macy Klind. Klind bounces outside it. Apple picks him up. White shoots over England. The shot's good. White from the left side of the key. 47-44, Geraldine by 3 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Aaron Atchison in backcourt. Mark Arnold lets it go. Atchison comes down right wing. Atchison kicks it back out. England way outside. England's going to drive outside and gets around. He goes to the hoop. The layup won't go, but he gets the follow on the other side and gets that one to drop. Engel has shown he's not as slow a foot as people might think at 6'9". He drives around Synan. 49-44. Now 5-point lead for Geraldine. Left side. It's Arnold. Goes down White. White goes to the hoop against England. England's going to draw a personal foul. That'll be number 4 on England. With 3:31 left here in the ball game. 49-44 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Geraldine by 5. Going to the free throw line. We Dustin White.
And this is also the first trip to the line for Dustin White this evening. As a matter of fact, the first trip to the line for Hinsdale in the second half.
So Hinsdale desperately needs these free throws from Dustin White. First one's up good. So White calmly puts up the first one. He'll have one more. You can make it a 3-point ball game here at the Metra in Billings. Dustin White's second free throw is good. It's 49-46, Geraldine by 3. Geraldine working against pressure. Dreikosen reaches in. Slaps Atchison on the arm as he knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Geraldine going to the other end. Aaron Atchison will shoot some free throws. One-on-one. Dreikosen picks up his first personal foul. Aaron Atchison will shoot some free throws for Geraldine. Aaron Atchison, I think first trip for him too, Janet?
Yes, it is, Kurt.
So Janet. Thanks, Janet. You're not going to the free throw line. Aaron Atchison is. Atchison at the free throw line. His first one's good. He makes it 50-46. Geraldine by 4. 3:31 left in this contest. KLTZ Glasgow, KCGM Scobie, Class C State Championship basketball action. Atchison asked the ball to be wiped off. 3:31 left here in the ball game. 50-46. Geraldine by 4. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Dustin White. And he clears to Synan. Synan gives back to Dreikosen. And here come the Raiders with a chance to pull within 2, possibly 1. Synan double team top of the key. Drives the paint, puts up a short 10-foot jumper, rolls in. Good. Synan makes it 50-48. Now we're back to work. Hinsdale working to try to get a turnover. Atchison dribbles it up the right side. Pulls up on the right outside. Just over 3 minutes left in the ball game. It's 50-48 on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Atchison homing and traveling is what the call will be as the dribble comes up to his ear. Atchison travels. It'll be Hinsdale basketball. We got a timeout on the floor. Geraldine wants to talk it over. Hinsdale has a chance to tie it up when we come back to the Metra in 1 minute. We're back here, Metro Park, Billings, Montana. 3 minutes left here in the basketball game. Dreikosen and Hinsdale with the basketball. We'll see if Dreikosen and the Raiders try to take it to Synan, and he'll go in against England to see if we can get personal foul number 5 on England. England playing with 4. Arnold on the right wing. Goes down inside. Synan takes it to the hoop, puts up a shot. Not answered. Klind out to Arnold. Arnold on the glass was tied up 50-50. As Macy Klind makes a big saving play on the baseline. It's 50-50, 2:32 left on the Ryan T. Satellite Sales scoreboard. Darren England out on top, looking for help. Now he puts it to the floor. Dreikosen on Atchison. 5-second call. It'll be Hinsdale basketball. And there's that pressure defense of the Raiders, something they've had all year. Hinsdale has everybody covered, nobody to throw to. Now the Raiders are going to come up, and they're going to run a bunch of time off the clock. You can guarantee that. They're going to play for one good shot, I think, possibly. Top of the key, Dreikosen. He works over on the right side. Mark Arnold. Back out, Dreikosen, top of the key. Right wing, Arnold. Back to Dreikosen. Inside, Synan turns, shoots. The shot's good. It's Hinsdale by 2. as we're under 2 minutes left in the ball game. 52-50. Hinsdale by 2 on the Ramsey Satellite Sales scoreboard. We got a foul in backcourt. It's going to be on Macy Klind. Klind picked up his first personal foul, I believe. We'll go to the other end. We're going to shoot one-on-one, and it's going to be Aaron Atchison. With a minute 54 left. Hinsdale leads by 2, 52-50.
Atchison shooting about 50% from the line. He was 1 of 2 just a few minutes ago here in the fourth quarter.
So Atchison working at the free throw line. Hits the front half of the one-on-one. He'll have one more. Aaron Atchison can tie it up. A minute 54 left in the ball game. It's 52-51 Hinsdale. Aaron Atchison of Geraldine at the free throw line. His shot's up good. It's tied up 52-52. Now, here comes Hinsdale with under 2 minutes left to play. Bill Dreikosen on the right outside. We got a timeout on the floor. The Hinsdale Raiders want to talk it over. A minute 49 left. 52-52 on the Ramsey Satellite Sales scoreboard. We'll be back with more on KLTZ KCGM in a minute. We're back at Metro Park after that timeout. Hinsdale with the ball past the timeline. Mark Arnold over on the right outside. Bill Dreikosen to Macy Klind left outside. Back now to Arnold over on the right outside. Dreikosen goes inside. Synan against England. Steps to the hoop. The shot short. We draw a whistle charging on Synan. Charging on Wayne Synan. A minute 29 left in the ball game. Hinsdale's going to put on full court pressure. That's the second on Synan. It's 52-52 on the Ramsey Satellite Sales scoreboard. Geraldine and Hinsdale in the Class C State Basketball Tournament Championship game. Apple to Arndt to Atchison. Working it backcourt. Atchison gets it up past the timeline with a pass to Apple. Apple on the right outside. Bounces back to Atchison. Atchison on the right wing. He drives. Looks down low. Bounces out now. Apple. 18-footer from the right high post. Good. Dale Apple for 2. It's 54-52 Geraldine. A minute 8 left. And Hinsdale with a basketball. Dreikosen up past the timeline. Goes over on the right side. Mark Arnold. Back out Dreikosen. Left side Macy Klind. Top of the key Dreikosen. Right side Mark Arnold. 53 seconds left. Dreikosen works it to the top of the key. Goes over on the right side. Mark Arnold. Now Hinsdale wants a timeout. Synan takes the shot before he sees the coach. It's tied up. 54-54. 40 seconds left. In backcourt, Hinsdale setting up the full court pressure. They go to England in the center. Arndt on the right side. Arndt down into the right wing. He pulls it out now. Dale Apple. Dale Apple on the top of the key. To Atchison. Atchison drives to Dreikosen. 24 seconds left. Out on top now. Atchison dribbling against Dreikosen. Atchison kills his dribble. The long pass intercepted by Hinsdale. Arnold with the basketball. 12 seconds left. We got a timeout on the floor. It's all tied up 54-54. Geraldine Hinsdale on the Ramsey Satellite Sales scoreboard. The Raiders with the basketball. And after this timeout, we'll have the final 12 for you from the Metro and Billings. Still go away. We'll be back in a minute. Turnaround jumper, won't go. Rebound picked up by White, won't go. Without it up, we're going to go OT. Class C State Championship game. Overtime. 54-54 on the Ramsey Satellite Sales scoreboard. We'll give you a minute to recollect yourselves, and we'll be back with the overtime from Metro in just 1 minute. Gee, what a better way to end the season. These two teams going to overtime. It's 54-54 at the end of regulation. Geraldine and Hinsdale. We'll go center court for the opening jump here in overtime. It'll be Synan in England. Opening jump here in overtime is controlled by England and Geraldine. Just under 3 minutes left to play as we just started the overtime period. As Atchison takes it into the paint, goes right low post. Clark travels. It'll be Hinsdale ball. Hinsdale with a chance to take the lead. It's 54-54. And we just went into overtime. If you're joining us on KLTZ Glasgow, KCGM in Scobie, We've got overtime. The Class C State Basketball Championship game. Mark Arnold, three-pointer, left wing. Worko, rebound, England. England rebounds and clears to Atherton. Atherton with 2.5 minutes left. Brings it up past the timeline. Takes it left outside. Left wing Apple. Apple goes to England. England to the floor with the dribble. His shot's up and in. England from the left side of the key. Pops in a 10-footer. Makes it 56-54. Geraldine. Mark Arnold past the timeline to Dreikosen. Dreikosen up on the right outside. Left outside. Goes Synan. Synan's shot rejected by England. Kept alive and taken away by Hinsdale as White and Synan collaborated on that steal. They got it back after the rejected shot. Synan down low, shoots over England again. This time the shot's good. It's tied up again, 56-56. On the right satellite sales scoreboard, we're still knotted up now, 56-56 in overtime. Aaron Atherton, right wing, trying to lob to England. England turns, shoots over Synan. The shot will go, rebound, Park. Jump off ball. It'll go Hinsdale's way. Jump ball on the rebound. 56-56. The Raiders with a chance to recapture the lead. In overtime, there's a minute 39 left. Mark Arnold of the Raiders up past the timeline. Works it down near that hash mark on the right outside. Puts down in the right corner, Dreikosen. Dreikosen out to Dustin White. Dustin White back in. Macy, Klind. Mark Arnold. Arnold back out. Wayne Synan. Over to Bill Dreikosen. Left low post. White has it taken away by Arndt. We got a whistle. Dustin White picks up the personal. That'll send Mike Arndt, the 5'10" senior, to the free throw line. Minute 15 left.
This will be also the first trip to the line for Arndt this evening.
So Arndt is going to be shooting one-on-one. A couple of big free throws here for Mike Arndt. 56-56 on the Rhine Satellite Sales scoreboard. KLGZ, Glasgow, KCGM, Scobie in the championship game. First free throw is good. Arndt gives Geraldine a 1-point lead, 57-56. Arndt still have one more. Second one's good. It's 58-56, a minute 15 left. Mark Arnold goes wide to Dreikosen up the right side. Now Synan's on the right side. Back out Arnold. Dreikosen on the left outside. Goes Synan. Over on the right side. Macy, Klind with just over a minute left. Dreikosen. He goes inside Synan. Goes over England. The shot won't go. Rebound Park. Now in backcourt. Arnold almost steals it away. He's going to send Aaron Atherton to the free throw line with 54 seconds left. We've got a timeout on the floor. Geraldine owns a 2-point lead. 58-56. We'll be back with more in a minute. We're back here, Metro Park, Billings, Montana. Just 56 or 54 seconds left here on the Rhine Satellite Sales scoreboard. It's Aaron Atherton of Geraldine at the free throw line. He's shooting 2. 58-56 Geraldine. Make it 59-56 is England. And Atherton hits the free throw, Atherton gives Geraldine a 3-point lead. So it's going to take at least one possession now for Hinsdale to get the lead. It's going to take 2. 4-point lead right now for Geraldine, 60-56. Mark Arnold left outside. He looks down low, goes out, Wayne Synan. Over on the right side, Macy, Klind. 44 seconds. Back out Mark Arnold. Inside, Synan goes up against England, takes it to the hoop, gets the foul on England. That'll be all for England. 36 seconds left. Aaron England is fouled out of the ball game. Wayne Synan's going to go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. We get a timeout on the floor. 60-56 to score on the Rhine Satellite Sales scoreboard. Wayne Synan will be shooting free throws when we come back. Geraldine leads by 4. Darren England, the 6'9" center, is just fouled out. Wayne Synan at the line. His first free throw, good. Synan will have one more and can pull Hinsdale to within 2 with 36 seconds left. Hinsdale's Wayne Synan to make it a 2-point ball game. He can't. He misses. But Dreikosen with the rebound. Back up off the glass. It rolls in. Hinsdale trails by 1. Inbound play stolen by Wayne Synan. Hinsdale with the basketball. Back out on top, Macy, Klind. 25 seconds left. Bill Dreikosen. Hinsdale stolen the inbound play. They have the basketball with 19 seconds left. Bill Dreikosen, top of the key. Goes inside, Wayne Synan. Down low, Dustin White. Way up good. It's Hinsdale by 1. 61-60. A timeout on the floor. Hinsdale with a 1-point lead. They set up full court pressure, 10 seconds left. The inbound play. A Dale Apple. Atchison in backcourt. Drives it up the right side. Behind the back. Picked up by Arnold. Top of the key. He shoots from the top of the key. Good! 2 seconds left. Top of the key. Jumper from Aaron Atchison makes it 62-61. Geraldine by 1. We've got another timeout on the floor with 2 ticks of the clock remaining. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and be right back. We've already been in 1 overtime. We'll see if Geraldine uses their head and doesn't foul anybody on the inbound play. Macy Klind goes down the right, goes down the left. Now we got a foul. It's going to be on. What a play. I don't believe that happened right here. We've got a great play. I think it was set up to go that way. The play, Dreikosen from the line, is front half of the one-on-one. Good. It's tied up. 62-62. Bill Dreikosen has made it a tied-up basketball game. 62-62. The Raiders are going to clear the lane with 2 seconds left. Dreikosen will shoot 1. Oh, we're tied up. We can see another OT. We're going into double overtime here at Metro. Billy Montana, 62-62. We're going to be back at the Metro and Billy. We're back, 62-62. We're entering the second overtime. The Metro, Billings, Montana, the opening tip here in the second overtime, controlled by Hinsdale. The signing goes up against Dale Apple and controls it. Remember now, Darren Engelland, he is the 6'9" senior for Geraldine. Geraldine is fouled out of the ball game. Signing triple teamed on the right side. Puts it to the floor, takes it to the hoop, and shot won't go. Clark with the rebound for Geraldine. Aaron Atchison brings it up half the timeline for the Tigers. He goes down, right high post, jumper away from Atchison, good. Atchison makes it 64-62. Geraldine on the Ryan Key Satellite Sales scoreboard. 2:25 left here in the second overtime. Class C state championship game. Over on the right wing, it's Macy Klind. Top of the key. Bill Dreikosen goes in, Dustin wide left low post, right for 2. 64-64 on the Ryan Key Satellite Sales scoreboard. 2:07 left here in the second overtime. Aaron Atchison of Geraldine with the basketball on the right wing. Bounces to right corner, Dale Apple. Apple to the floor. Knocked away by Arnold. Now Dreikosen dives for it. Goes off of Apple's foot, out of bounds. It'll be Hinsdale basketball. The call by the referee. Dreikosen dove for it. Obviously knocked it off the foot of Aaron Atchison, or Dale Apple, I mean. And it goes out of bounds. Geraldine. It'll be Hinsdale ball. And Mark Arnold brings it up half the timeline with 1:47 left. Second overtime, 64-64 now in the Ranking Satellite Sales scoreboard. And down low, Synan, left low post, jumpers, Gerald off the glass, Wayne Synan makes it Hinsdale 66. Geraldine 64 on the Ranking Satellite Sales scoreboard. Aaron Atchison, other side, he puts up a jumper, no good, goes out, left baseline, chasing it down was Dykens. Dykens back out, Aaron Atchison. 1:18 left. Left corner, Dale Apple against Synan. Drive. Loses the dribble. Loose ball. Going to draw a whistle. It's going to be on Dale Apple of Geraldine. Dale Apple of Geraldine has picked up the personal foul. Second personal. It'll be number 2 on Apple. That's sending Wayne Synan to the free throw line. Shoot 1-on-1. I think he's been perfect from the line tonight.
No, he missed one there in the first overtime, Kurt, so Wayne Synan still go at 4 of 5 from the line on the evening.
So Synan with a chance to put some icing on the cake here. First free throw's up and good. Synan makes it 67-64 Hinsdale. 1:12 left in the second overtime. Synan can make it a 4-point ball game for the Raiders with this free throw. Synan's second is up. Rolls off so good. It's a 3-point ball game. And here comes Geraldine with a chance to tie it on a 3-point play. Just over a minute left. Could we see a third overtime? Aaron Atchison, right wing. Down right low pass. Coach Dykens back out now. Atchison, free throw line. He looks right side. Dyken back out now. Atchison in the right wing, dribbling and reaching in. Still Dreikosen. He'll send Aaron Atchison to the free throw line. Atchison will be shooting one-on-one. Dreikosen picks up his second personal foul. Aaron Atchison going to the free throw line for the Geraldine Tigers. He'll be shooting one-on-one.
Atchison is 5 of 6 on the line so far on the evening, Kurt.
Atchison free throws up and good. Makes it 67-65. Now at the free throw line, Atchison with the second free throw. 52 seconds left here in the ball game. Second overtime. Second free throw is good. Synan gets the ball out of bounds, gets it into Dreikosen. He gets it to Arnold. Past the timeline with 47 seconds left. Wayne Synan out near the top of the key. Goes Dreikosen, who dribbles on the right side. Rubs off Atchison on a pick. Goes right wing. Comes back out now. Dustin White over on the left outside. Mark Arnold. Dustin White. They're going to hang on to it as long as possible. Synan, left goal post is fouled immediately by Aaron Atchison. Synan's going to go to the line and have to earn him. Atchison, not a bad foul. With 30 seconds left in the ball game, we've got a score 67-66. Hinsdale on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. And we've got 30 seconds left in the season. We'll be at the free throw line with Wayne Synan when we come back here to the Metro, Billings, Montana, on KCGM Scobie, KLT. Free throw's good from Synan. Makes it 68-66. Hinsdale leads Geraldine by 2. Wayne Synan going to the line to make it a 3-point ball game here. Synan's free throw is away. No good. It's a 2-point ball game. 29 seconds left. Rebound. Comes down Geraldine. Atchison with the ball. He sent us into the second overtime almost. Down in the right corner, Atchison. Now double team. Tries to lob it out. It's going to go near the sideline. Chased down by Arndt. Arndt hands back to Atchison. 14 seconds left. 13, 12, 10. Jumper from Atchison, no good. Rebound, put back up by Dyken. It's going to be 68-68 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard in just 1 minute. Metro Park, 4 seconds left in the second overtime. Wayne Synan with the basketball, takes it to the timeline, fires it up late. It's going to go off the front of the iron, no good. We're going to go into the third overtime, but we can count it anyway. It's 68-68. Park, Billings, Montana. Hinsdale controls the tip as we're underway in the third overtime. Running out of room in the scorebook. Mark Arnold.
Can't go on long, sir. I'll be hurting here.
We'll have to go to a new page. Mark Arnold on the right wing. Bounces right corner, Macy Klind. Klind out on top. Mark Arnold. Cross court. Bill Dreikosen. Dreikosen comes back out, Macy Klind. Over on the right side, Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold. Bounces it back out now, Dreikosen. Dreikosen on the left wing. Dreikosen puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down Dale Apple of Geraldine. Now we got Apple stepping on the baseline. He'll give it back to Hinsdale. Apple steps on the baseline and turns it over to Hinsdale. 68-68 on the Ryan Satellite Sales scoreboard. KLTZ Glasgow, KCGM in Scobie. Glad to have you all along tonight. Earning our money tonight, I think. Macy Klind bringing it in from baseline, right low post, Dreikosen, layup good for 2. Inbound play, an easy 2 for Hinsdale. 2:14 left here in the third overtime. Atchison on the left outside. Comes back to Atchison after he hands it to Arndt, top of the key. Atchison over on the right side, Dale Apple. Dale Apple loses the pass, loses the ball to Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold of Hinsdale comes up with a steal.
And Cooper, that is the 17th turnover for the Geraldine Tigers in the game compared to the Raiders' 8.
So Geraldine having trouble with this pressure defense. Now Dreikosen rubs his hand off on a pick. It drives in for the layup. Hinsdale by 4, 72-68. This may be the third and final overtime. Hinsdale with a 4-point lead. Aaron Atchison says something about it. His shot up from the right side, no good. Rebound Wayne Synan. A minute 26 left in the ball game. The Hinsdale Raiders are going to hang on to it as long as possible. 72-68 the score on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. Right low post, Synan goes to the hoop for another two. Hinsdale goes up on top, 74-68 with just over a minute left in the third and final overtime, it looks like, as Geraldine has a tall order to fill with just over a minute left. 6 points, 74-68. Hinsdale with the lead. Out on top, Henderson, three-pointer away, rolls off, no good. Dustin White with the rebound. If you're just joining us, you missed the... Free throw line for Hinsdale. Hits the front half of the one-on-one and makes it 75-68. The Raiders on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. Synan, second free throw's up. It's good as well. It's 76-68. 43 seconds left in the ball game. Now Hinsdale just has to stay away from fouls. Anderson, three-pointer top the key, no good. Dykens with the rebound, right low post, saves it from going out of bounds. It goes off of Dykens out of bounds. It'll be Hinsdale basketball with just 34 seconds left in the season. As we've got Arnold in backcourt, fouled by Mike Arndt. Mike Arndt will send Mark Arnold to the free throw line, and you well know up there in that eastern sea area that Mark Arnold is a whale of a free throw shooter. He's going to the line to add some icing here. 31 seconds left. 76-68. Hinsdale over Geraldine on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. Mark Arnold to the free throw line.
And Arnold did go 4 of 4 last night from the line, Kurt.
So the first trip here was third overtime. First time to the line for Arnold. He hits the front half of the one-on-one, makes it 77-68. The Raiders look to be moving on to their first Class C state championship. Second free throw from Arnold, good. It's 78-68. Hinsdale by 10. Aaron Atchison up past the timeline. 27 seconds left. His jumper's away. White with the rebound. Clears Arnold. Arnold up the floor. Intercepted by Geraldine. Apple saves it. White up to Klind. Up to Dreikosen. To Synan. Tries to slam. Misses. Synan had to try it. With 11 seconds left. I'm just amazed he didn't hurt himself because he came down off the funny. 11 seconds left. It's Hinsdale by 10. 78-68 on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. Just 11 ticks of the clock remaining in the season. Aaron Atchison, right wing jumper. Three-pointer no good. Dykens with a loose ball. Sends it back. Now Arnold goes out of bounds and the Hinsdale Raiders have captured the 1988 state championship. Hinsdale, after 3 overtimes, seals the victory. 78-70, the official final score on the Reinke Satellite Sales scoreboard. And we'll be back to try and wrap up a game that will be near to impossible to wrap up when we come back to Metra and the Class C state tournament coverage on KLTZ Glasgow, KCGM Scobie in just 1 minute. We're back here, Metro Park, Billings, Montana, trying to put a wrap on a game that, I don't know if you can wrap it up. I know you're listening in there in KLTZ and KCGM. We're glad to have you along tonight for a triple overtime win for the Hinsdale Raiders in the Class C state championship game. They win it, beating Geraldine 78-70. And what a basketball game. It saw everything. It saw great play at the end of the first overtime that sent the Hinsdale Raiders into the third overtime when a play down on the baseline. Macy Klind bringing it in, was running up and down the baseline. Still Dreikosen. He came over, set a pick, drew a foul, went to the free throw line, got the free throws, tied it up, and we went into the third overtime. And then it was Hinsdale, I guess they just had more gas left in that third and final overtime. They were able to come out 78-70. It was just an outstanding basketball game. Both teams played so well. And to see a great team like Geraldine fall short, it's hard to call them losers. Second place in the Class C state, not a bad finish. Geraldine, a big key for them. I think was losing Darren Engelett with 36 seconds left in the ball game. Darren Engelett fouling out, giving Hinsdale a chance to match up a little bit better, go to the hoop. It was just an outstanding basketball game. You just can't wrap it up. There's just no way you can say anything about a 3 overtime championship game. What a fitting way for the season to end. Now, these two teams met back early December, and it was Hinsdale edging out Geraldine by 1. And tonight, in a triple overtime, Geraldine just would not give up. Neither team would give up. And they just stung and hung on and hung on and hung on, and it finally ends 78-70. Hinsdale are the Class C state champions. We'll try to look at this game statistically for you when we come back to the Metro Park, Billings, Montana.
Team that had a great